Namaskar. Welcome to this special session with PGurus. We have some breaking news as things are evolving very rapidly in Lebanon, Syria, and in the whole Middle East. What is happening? We now have reports that the new Hezbollah leader may have been killed in the recent spate of bombings that took place in the last few hours. And we have some information on this. I'm going to share with you a slide deck, and I'm also going to give you some clarification on whether the recent attack, I think day before yesterday or yesterday, that Israel carried out in Syria, did that hit the Russian airbase or not? What are the details on that? I'm going to be sharing both of these things. A small request to all of you to please like this video. This is really breaking information, hot off the press. I have one feed that I'm listening in where there are journalists from multiple countries participating. So we actually get the latest and greatest information from all these individuals. Some may be angry, some may be sad, some may be happy. But the point is, journalists are journalists. Their first and foremost responsibility is to try and carry the news as accurately as possible. So what has happened today? I'm going to share that also with you. So I hope you have liked this video. Here we go. New Hezbollah leader, Sayyed Hashim Safiedine. So you had Nasrallah, then another one who got eliminated almost within a few hours, and now Sayyed Hashim Safiedine. Has he also been eliminated? What has happened is, in multiple neighborhoods of Beirut, there was serious bombing last night. Just finished a few hours ago. In fact, it might still be going on. I'm not 100% sure. But there is speculation that in one of those blasts, that Sayyed Hashim Safiedine may have not survived it. Again, this is how we started out for Hassan Nasrallah also, and then we confirmed it maybe a few hours later. I think it was confirmed, I think 6 to 8 hours later. So these are preliminary reports. So we don't know exactly which one of those places where the Israelis stuck he was hiding. Clearly, he had gone into hiding, but he had come out for one statement, if I remember correctly. So that is where things stand as far as Sayyed Hashim Safiedine is concerned. Now, what does it mean? Well, Israel is determined that Hezbollah will be completely finished. Whether Lebanon likes it or not, whether Lebanon wants it or not, Israel is very clear in its mind that they are going to not give any room for the Hezbollah to grow back again. There are also reports coming that Israel has decided that Gaza will not have any kind of government on its own anymore, maybe some local governing stuff, but beyond that, Gaza will be completely under their control. This is what is a preliminary information I'm getting. So I'm going to now go into the second part, which is the airbase, the Russian airbase, whether Israel had indeed attacked this Russian airbase, because what had happened was a plane carrying ammunition had come and landed on that airbase, number one. Then the bombing took place an hour later. It didn't take place on the airbase. And some information said it might have been on the airbase. It did not take place on the airbase. It took place an hour later at an adjoining facility. All the details I'm going to share with you in just a moment. So in theory, Russia is not affected yet. In fact, this airbase, Russia has a multi-year agreement with Syria. It's sort of like 𝗏𝗏𝗏 being under the 99-year lease of China. Sri Lanka has leased out 𝗏𝗏𝗏 for a 99-year lease to China. So something similar to that, it looks like. I'm going to share all this information with you. I hope you guys have already liked this video, because, like I said, it's early in the morning in India, but this is breaking news, hot of the press. So Israel conducted airstrikes near the Syrian coast, with explosions reported close to Russia's Khmeimim air base in western Syria. The region, this is the one that took place yesterday. Israeli airstrike, which took place in the coastal Syrian city of 𝗤𝗏𝗏, did not hit the Russian-operated Khmeim air base despite initial concerns. How it's known is that lag. Remember that 1 hour lag. Reports from the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, SOHR, confirm that the strikes targeted an ammunition warehouse near 𝗤𝗏𝗏 not far from the airbase. So I'll tell you what might have played out in real time. The plane lands, they have taken the ammunition, arms and ammunition, they probably brought it to the warehouse, and Israel waited for them to bring everything into the warehouse and then took the warehouse out. This is what I am connecting dots. And as you see this slide deck, perhaps what I'm saying will be true, or if it is not confirmed today, it will be confirmed in a couple of days. The munitions were reportedly Iranian weapons intended for Hezbollah, a Lebanese militant group. This is intended for Hezbollah. So now you no longer have this, oh, we made it ourselves mask. That mask has come off, that these are all indeed Iranian ammunition. And we know that Iran gets much of its stuff from China. So you see now that hand coming out slowly but steadily. So while the attack was close to the Russian facility, there's no evidence that 𝗏𝗏 was hit deliberately or accidentally. So this is pinpoint accuracy, how Israel is hitting all these targets. This operation highlights Israel's ongoing efforts to disrupt Iranian arms transfers to Hezbollah while carefully avoiding direct confrontation with Russian military assets in Syria. Now, IDF spokesperson 𝗤𝙭𝙪 also reported that Hezbollah has been smuggling weapons into Lebanon from Syria through the Masna border crossing. So this is ongoing. Syrian air defenses and Russian forces responded to the attack within 40 to 50 minutes. See the thing, the depot is situated near the 𝗏𝗏 airbase, the largest Russian airbase in Syria, located in the northwestern province of Latakia. The Israeli strike did not target the runways or towers, but they targeted other military sites in Latakia province simultaneously, hitting the warehouse inside the airbase. So there is a strip, there's a warehouse, and looks like the warehouse was adjoining the facility. They want to be as close to the facility as possible so that they can draw in Russia into collateral damage, just like they always launch their missiles from civilian areas. So here is Levant 24, somebody confirming by way of this is Syria TV that is confirming that the Israeli bombed 𝗏𝗏 an hour after the arrival of the Iranian plane belonging to Hashim Airlines, and the Israeli strike did not target the runways or towers at 𝗏𝗏 Air Base and Latakia civilian airport. The bombing targeted other military sites in Latakia province simultaneously with hitting the warehouse inside 𝗏𝗏 Air Base. I'm going to give you all these links in just a minute because I was so busy compiling all this and then it was getting late to go live, so I jumped in to do the live. I will give you all the links. The Syrian account describes aerial bombardment of Israel from 30 missiles that were launched between 3:55 a.m. and 4:41 a.m. This is yesterday, not the new cluster bombing that I talked to you at the beginning of this episode. There are two different things. After the strikes ended, Russian aircraft were on patrol over Latakia. 𝗏𝗏 Air Base has been a key hub for Russia's military intervention in Syria since 2015. In 2017, Russia signed a long-term lease with Syria, securing the control of this airbase for a period of 49 years. 49 years. Russian combat air power from 𝗏𝗏 was crucial in preventing the collapse of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's regime. This took place in 2014, if I remember, in Barack Obama days. Now, 𝗏𝗏 is Russia's only airfield in the Mediterranean, making it a highly strategic and symbolic asset for Moscow. An unconfirmed report described the death of a prominent commander in the IRGC following the airstrike. So this name has not been revealed yet. We are sure that will be coming out in days and weeks to come. SOHR also report that an Israeli airstrike on the Syrian capital resulted in the death of Hassan Jafar, the son-in-law of Hassan Nasrallah. He is said to be one of the three killed, with another two injured when a building was flattened in the Mezouza district in the west of the city. This is all in Syria. Israel has long been carrying out strikes against Iran-linked targets in Syria. but has increased the intensity of such raids since the last year October 7th attack by the Palestinian militant group Hamas on Israeli territory. So Israel's tentacles, their radars open in all directions. They are monitoring who's getting whom, what, where, and how. If this is going to get confirmed in a couple of days, because see, if the Syrian TV is itself confirming, then this must be true that the airbase was not touched. That shows you how precise the strikes are. Also, there is no collateral damage. There is no adjacent building getting injured or hurt by that. So the airstrike in Syria, while close to the Russian-operated Khmeimim airbase, did not strike the base itself. So that's where things stand now, guys. But we will be following up on this new situation where we are hearing that the new Hezbollah leader also may have perished in one of the bombings that took place last night. So we have covered 2 nights bombings today, one which might have touched Russia, but it has not. And now this thing about the new Hezbollah leader may also have been eliminated. I don't know if I have any questions. Let me see quickly if there are any questions here. So here is Hrithik Great saying, I think he's dead. Many Israeli Twitter accounts are also confirming this news. Thank you. And out of my mind says, Times of Israel states it is not with Russia placed. Russia instead gave way to Israel, I suppose, for this new strike. Well, out of my mind, you just heard me say, explain what exactly happened. So now somebody saying, Pakistani military must act now. Come on now, they are smart. They don't get into all these things. Okay, that's it. We have one question here. Just 1 second. We have Crusader General. Thank you so much, Crusader. Can you speak on what Modi is thinking, pretending to be a friend of Israel while sleeping with its enemies like Iran? I think PGurus has always been saying that it will be time when India will have to take one side or the other. We are hearing that India performed some exercises, naval exercises with Iran's navy. Now, whether this was something that was agreed upon months ago and India decided to carry it out anyway, or India wanted to make a statement that we are neutral, we will do what is good for India, we don't know. So time is now coming fast that Modi needs to also start acting decisively. This Sabka Vishwas bakwas is not working. And you may have watched Gautaman's interview with me about what was happening in Isha Foundation, and you see that every asset is being opened, every asset is being touched upon to try and create mayhem in India. Mayhem meaning like poking in multiple directions. I'm also hearing that today evening some more damaging revelations are coming out in the Trump case involving the stealing of the election of 2020. I don't know if that's going to derail his candidacy. See, they are also delaying it as late as possible in the hope that that will not give the new person who might end up replacing Trump enough time to say what he or she will do for the country. I hope it won't come to that, but I'm just hearing something. And those of you who are tuned into CNN, see, CNN also tends to be, biased against Trump. You need to listen to Fox also to kind of come to a balance on what could possibly be the truth. We don't know yet, but there are indications that some new evidence has emerged, and this could be very, very damaging for Trump. Remember that astrologer Pratosh and I were talking about this, and Pratosh Gopalakrishnan had said that once Shukra Dasa starts, Trump is going to really find it difficult. So his forecast has come true. I'm going to try and see if we can just clip that and put that as a separate video so you all can see what his predictions were about Donald Trump. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.